Hello everyone, I'm Jasmine Glenn and this is my Mass Media and Me project. Mass media has had a great effect on me in how I communicate to others around me or nowhere near me. To start off, Web 2.0 has presented users like myself the opportunity to communicate within global networking communities. Communication between global networking and has expanded as well as the range of communication platforms available today for me to connect and communicate with family, friends, and even strangers around the world. The way I navigate within these communication platforms is related to the concept of polymedia, which was discussed in our guest lecture with Dr. Cabanez and our professor. Polymedia is the reason why and how I may use certain types of media to communicate with specific people. For example, I navigate between communication platforms depending on the network of people I'm communicating with. Like if I were communicating through text, it would be to my family, like my parents, as opposed to when I'm using social networking like Instagram to chat or share funny photos and videos with my friends and roommates. As communication platforms developed throughout the years, so has our level of social skills. According to one of our readings that we were assigned called Polymedia Towards a New Theory of Digital Media and Interpersonal Communication, Miller makes it known that even in the early days of internet-based communication, which were dominated by email, we find that communication was shaped by particular medium qualities. For example, email has low level of social cues, which can often lead to misunderstandings. What changes with polymedia is that email is used seamlessly with or alternatively to other media such as IM, social networking sites, webcam, and texting, which bettered our connection with others. Polymedia can take place in many spaces like the household, school, and etc. The workplace is one example where polymedia takes place. For me personally, I am a referee for kids basketball, and we referees heavily depend on email to communicate with our advisor to find out who is working, when we are working, and where. But if there is an emergency or we need to contact him about a cancellation, we would call him to get the fastest response. Choices of communication within a relationship occur as well. I am not a FaceTime type of person, but I only use FaceTime to communicate with my mom and my best friend who lives across the country. My relationship with both of them are strong to the point that I need to see them while talking to them rather than just texting them. Other than that, my choices of communication through different platforms vary when connecting to those that I may not have a bond as strong. Like I would not typically use my email to contact my parents unless I was in a situation where email was required. My email is usually reserved for contacting my teachers and other students. I'm currently working on a group project with some classmates of mine, and we are using Google Docs to share our work and ideas while also using a group chat on text message to schedule times to meet and if we need to discuss any new information that we have found. When it comes to my friends, I have a group chat with my roommates where we share funny photos and posts with each other while discussing current events that are going on. As you can see in this photo, my roommates and I are exchanging posts that we've seen about the incident that you guys may be familiar with that occurred at an airport. The next photo is of an app that I use called Periscope. On here, I have been able to connect to many people who were once strangers through this app, but not in any other way for my other social networking sites that are for my friends and acquaintances. And that is how new media today has affected my life. Thank you for watching.